Alright guys, so in this video, take this thing out for its first test drive, and we broke some things. Alright guys, so since I'm waiting for parts, well, mainly the bumper and some lighting stuff, and glass, which apparently glass for a 67 C10 is pretty much impossible to get. Well, with the setup that I wanted, because I wanted hardware and everything for the frame and the track on the already installed in the windows. Everybody seems to be out of stock on that and I either had to wait 2 months for that, or they would try to upsell me on getting the complete wing window assembly, which doubled the price of the kit. So finally ended up finding for Model Metal Direct the full window kit with no hardware, just all glass, and I'll have to figure out my own wing window frames, because this side has a 68 to 72 style wing window and the other side has the original 67 style. So I'm thinking I can just cut the tab off the 67 one and reshape that piece, and should be good to go on that, and they'll match. But anyways, since I've been waiting for parts, well, I did some house projects, and then yeah, I've had this on the lift and started going through and making sure everything was tight, just double checking everything. Pretty sure I got everything all tightened up, so we're pretty much ready for a test drive now. It'll be a cold one without the windshield, but that's all right. Fixed the transmission leaks. Well, one was the dipstick here, was leaking. If you see, let's see, where's it at? These two little holes here, where the bracket that bolted to the transmission was. Well, one of them was cracked open and it was leaking through that. And then another leak was coming off the transcooler lines. I didn't have them tight enough on the radiator, so got that good to go. One more thing I should mention, still need to bleed the brakes. I don't have the right adapter for my fancy pressure kit that goes on the reservoir, and yeah, it just blew out the top, so I also got to fix some paint. So getting this thing ready to go do a test drive with it, and realized I hadn't done anything with the differential oils yet, and this slid right out of the rear end. Good thing I checked it, because this is all that came out. Should probably pull the cover and see what it looks like, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to fill her back up and see what happens. So yeah, it got dark on us, but still gonna take this thing for a quick drive. Shit, I should have had the light installed in here, but the light switch. Anyways, we're ready to take this thing for a rip. Feels like I need to get a new transmission cable. This one doesn't. So far, so good. I'm gonna ratchet strap the doors closed real quick. We even got the co-pilot with us. He came running down when I backed it out of the shop. Anyways, got the doors held to close with a ratchet strap. I don't know if you can see that or not right now, but basically a lat belt. Ugh, yeah. Transmission shifter knob or shifter's really stiff. But yeah. It's fucking driving, boys. So I just realized I don't have the box bolted down. So when you get after it, start shaking the box. We better not whip it shitty. That would be disastrous if the box fell off. Other than that, she seems to be doing good. Feels like it doesn't want to shift. I don't know if that's because they're not really in drive or... Oh man, this is cold. Should have had a windshield. See where we're at coolant temp wise. Oh yeah, we're still good. Okay, park, reverse, neutral. Okay, we should be in drive now. I think maybe we were stuck in third. Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely yeah, there we go, she shifted. Yeah, we're definitely in third instead of drive. Definitely gotta fix that cable. I don't know if it's the way I have it routed, got too big of a, too tight of a bend in it, or if it's just got a kink or something in the stretch. I don't know. We'll see. About 35 based off the speedometer. Doesn't seem to be any weird vibrations coming from the drive shaft or anything. Actually seems to, it drives pretty damn good actually. Other than the washboards, it seems to be pretty smooth too. And we're going over some now. This thing feels like it actually rides better than the LML. Don't even have shocks in the back right now. Still waiting on those. They're on back order from Fox. Let's turn around here. What do you think, Gus? You gonna like riding in this? sounds like we're running out of fuel. I know the tank is pretty low, so if it's sloshing around in there, it might, probably what that surge was, because now it came back again. I gotta put some fuel in this thing. Well, there we did our first test drive. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do any cookies because I forgot to bolt the box down, but maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I gotta drain the coolant back out of this thing. Well, coolant, it's got Dawn dish soap and straight water in it right now. Just trying to get the oil and everything drained out of the coolant passages. But yeah. Alrighty, for that first successful test drive, I think that deserves a beer, don't you? Other than it was really cold, the shift cable was really stiff, so we gotta do something with that. And my dumbass forgot to bolt the box down, hence why there was no cookies being spun on the first test drive. Honestly, I'm really disappointed in myself for that one, but it's my own fault, so yeah, I think it went pretty damn good. Alright, so after last night's test drive, found a couple things I need to address. The main one was the box wasn't bolted up. Another one was the hood. I didn't have the latch adjusted right, so it was just on that hook inside that was holding it down. So I got that adjusted so that it actually latches now. And then the other thing, before I take it for another drive, I didn't put lug nuts on the wheels. I only got 2 on each wheel right now, holding them on for moving them around the shop. And I forgot to put more on last night before I went out, so we gotta do that. Yeah, and put some fuel in it. It's almost empty, so. Anyways, let's get the box bolted on. I'm gonna go put some fuel in it, and I'm gonna take it for another drive. Hopefully we can make her in two-wheel drive. There's not much snow out here, so it should be fine. So, just telling this my first off-road adventure with this thing. Alright, so I'm back from the test drive. For the most part, everything went okay. Tried filling it up with fuel pump, and I gotta add a vent to the fuel pump tube somewhere, to the inlet tube somewhere on that. Kind of figured that was gonna be the case, but anyways, got about 5 gallons, put it in, decided to take it for a test drive. It's about 3 degrees out today, so decided it was too cold and turned around right away. But anyways, after I got it filled up, I couldn't get it back into park, so I just popped it in neutral and went out there. Or came in to warm my hands up a little bit. And when I went back out there to pop it into drive, it got into drive, but it popped the thing, it popped the cable. Like separated it at the adjuster point. It's all messed up now. And I'm not sure if the issue was caused from the cable or the interlock on the shift cable that's tied to the ignition is actually bent, and it broke a chunk out of the shift lever base. When you come in here and look at it, you can see where it busted a piece out, and that's tied to the ignition cable or the ignition cylinder. It's just a cable with a pin, basically unlocks the cylinder when you turn it. But I don't know, busted that out and bent it when I was trying to get it to shift back into gear. So I don't know what happened with that. But anyways, gotta get that stuff fixed. I had a new shift cable ordered because it separated the cable. It's junk now. There's no adjusting it or anything. It's all stretched out. So, but yeah, other than that, it's ready to roll. Or not really ready to roll. Still need a windshield. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. And as always, if you want to stay up to date with this build, please like and subscribe. I just thought I'd better show you guys this sweet winter front that I got from Summit Racing here. It's cardboard fibre. It's a lot like carbon fibre, except it's farm grade. A lot better, I think. What do you guys think?